So you're thinking about switching things up career-wise, huh? And wondering if this RoleCatcher thing everyone's talking about is worth looking into.
Yeah,
We're right there with you.
it's
We've got a ton of RoleCatcher stuff here, articles, reviews, the whole shebang, and we're going to break it all down, see what's really useful.
you know what's interesting about RoleCatcher? It's how they tap into that feeling you get like when you're sending your resume into a black hole, you know? Like hoping against hope it doesn't just disappear into some algorithm never to be seen again.
Ugh, don't even get me started. It's like they've completely replaced humans with bots just scanning for the right words.
Right.
You start to feel like just another cog in the machine, you know?
And that's where RoleCatcher says, hold up, we see you. They get how automated hirings become. Actually, their research shows, get this, 60% of applications are automatically rejected. Just because people aren't highlighting the right skills, that's where their AI comes in, like your secret weapon to stand out from the crowd.
Okay, so let's talk about this AI. They've got, what, like 3,000 career guides, 13,000 skill guides, a zillion interview questions.
Yeah.
It's like they've thought of every possible job scenario out there.
It's wild, right? They've basically built this massive database and then trained their AI on it. So say you're applying for a project manager role.
Oh, been there.
You upload your resume and RoleCatcher's AI goes to work analyzing both your resume and the job description. And then maybe it suggests you bump up that experience you have with agile methodologies because their data shows that's like a golden ticket for project managers these days.
That's way more useful than those generic resume builders that just shuffle the same old info around. This feels like it's tailored to you.
Right. It's like having a career coach in your corner giving you the inside scoop. Hey, tweak this, highlight that.
I like it.
And there's more. It also digs through thousands of job postings to pinpoint those must-have skills you might be overlooking.
Talk about a leg up. Okay, but let's get down to brass tacks. How does RoleCatcher actually work? They've got this jobs module, a CV builder, the interviews module. Where do we even start?
Well, most job hunts start with that feeling of, where do I even begin? Right? So let's start with the jobs module. Think about how you usually look for jobs. It's a mess. Tons of tabs, different websites, maybe even a spreadsheet or two to keep track of it all.
Oh, and don't forget those sticky notes all over the monitor.
Exactly. RoleCatcher streamlines everything. Picture this. You're on LinkedIn. See a job that piques your interest. Now, instead of just saving the link and hoping you'll remember it later, you hit the RoleCatcher.capture button.
They have a button for that.
Oh yeah, they have a browser plugin. It's super handy. So you hit that button and boom, that job is instantly saved to your RoleCatcher jobs module. No more scattered applications, missed deadlines. Total game changer.
Okay, I'm already seeing how this could be huge for staying organized.
Yeah.
But let's say you've found your dream job. How does RoleCatcher help you seal the deal with an awesome resume?
That's where their CV builder comes in. And it's not just about making your resume look pretty. Remember all that AI magic we talked about? It's working behind the scenes here too. Let's say you've been a marketing manager for the past 5 years, but now you're applying for a content strategy role. RoleCatcher might suggest you rephrase some things to really emphasize your content creation skills rather than your managerial experience.
It's like they're translating your experience into the language employers want to hear.
Exactly. And because it's analyzed millions of resumes and job postings, it knows exactly what those magic words are.
Okay, so you've got the job postings, a resume all set, but what about the interview? That's when the pressure's really on.
And that is where RoleCatcher's interviews module really shines. Get this, you've got a database of over 120,000 interview questions at your fingertips, all categorized by industry and job role.
120,000 questions. Do people really ask that many different things in interviews?
Well, maybe not quite that many, but the beauty is the depth. I mean, they even have questions specific to niche roles.
Like what? Give me an example.
Like press and stationery shop manager. They have questions for that.
Press and stationery shop manager. Wow, okay, they've really thought of everything.
Right, and it gets better. You're not just reading through a list. RoleCatcher lets you practice your answers by recording yourself with video. Then you can either review them yourself or get AI-powered feedback from their Copilot AI.
Okay, now this Copilot AI has got my attention.
Right.
But before we get ahead of ourselves, let's talk about how much all this costs. You mentioned a free version and a paid subscription.
Right, let's get into that. Oh, and there's one more feature you have to hear about. It's pretty cool.
Well, you're killing me. Now I have to know. Okay, come on, spill it. What's this mystery feature you're so excited about?
All right, so it's called reverse matching. It's basically flipping the script on the whole job hunting thing.
Flipping the script how?
So instead of you chasing after jobs, the jobs come looking for you.
Hold on. John's coming after you. That sounds like a dream come true. How does that even work?
Well, it all comes down to your skills.
Yeah.
With reverse matching, employers put their job requirements, the stuff they absolutely need, into RoleCatcher.
Okay.
It's like they're searching for you specifically, and if your profile's a match, bam, you're on their radar.
So it's like a dating app, but for jobs.
Kind of.
You create a profile show off your best side, and employers can be like, swipe right if they like what they see.
Exactly. Except instead of awkward first dates, you get headhunters calling you up. But don't worry, you're totally in control.
Okay, good.
Reverse matching is optional, so you get to decide if you want to put yourself out there like that.
That's a relief. I mean, not everyone wants to be bombarded with offers, especially if they're not even looking.
Totally get it. It's all about giving you the power to choose how you want to play the game.
Okay, reverse matching sounds amazing. But let's be real for a sec. All this AI stuff has got to come at a price, right? You mentioned a free version and a paid subscription. What's the deal?
Yeah, you're right. Let's break it down. RoleCatcher gets that not everyone has the same budget, so they offer both. The free version actually gives you a ton of features. You can create a profile, check out their library of career and skill guides, save jobs you find on other sites, even start building your resume. And it's totally free.
Not bad for a free service.
Right. It's perfect for testing the waters, seeing if RoleCatcher's your cup of tea.
So what about this paid subscription then? What's so special about that?
The paid version is called RoleCatcher Copilot AI, and that's where the AI really takes the wheel. Remember those extra features we were talking about?
Yeah.
The AI suggestions for your resume and cover letter, the super specific interview questions with feedback, that's all part of Copilot AI.
Ah, I see.
Think of it like this: the free version is like riding a bike, they'll get you there. But Copilot AI, that's like hopping into a sports car. It'll get you there faster and in style.
Makes sense. So if you're serious about landing that dream job and want to pull out all the stops, Copilot AI might be worth checking out.
For sure, it could give you a real edge.
Now, I know some people listening are probably thinking, why pay for this when ChatGPT can do the same stuff for free?
Yeah.
What would you say to them?
I get it. ChatGPT is amazing. And it can definitely help with certain parts of job hunting. But here's the thing. RoleCatcher's not just one tool. It's like a whole system built just for job seekers.
Right.
It brings together all the important stuff, finding jobs, creating a killer resume, acing those interviews, all in one place.
So it's all about making things easier, not having to jump between a million different tools.
Exactly. Imagine trying to bake a cake with ingredients scattered all over your kitchen.
Oh gosh, the worst.
RoleCatcher is like having all your ingredients measured out, ready to go in one place. Plus, its AI is trained on a massive amount of career stuff.
So it's more specialized.
Right. ChatGPT might give you some general tips, but RoleCatcher's insights are going to be way more tailored to your specific goals.
Like the difference between asking your doctor for career advice versus talking to a career counselor who really gets your field.
Exactly. You wouldn't hesitate to invest in the right tools for other important stuff. It's the same with your job search. Something like RoleCatcher could make a big difference.
It's true. We invest in all sorts of things to make our lives better, right?
Exactly. And look, job hunting can be a wild ride. Exciting, yeah, but also frustrating, scary. All of it.
Oh, tell me about it.
If there's something out there that can make it a little smoother, boost your chances of success, why not, right? I think RoleCatcher's worth a look.
I think so too. Now, before we wrap up this whole AI-powered job hunting thing, any last words of wisdom for our listeners getting ready for their next big move?
I guess the biggest thing to remember is the job market's changing crazy fast. Automation, AI, all that, it's changing the rules. But that doesn't mean job seekers are powerless. Tools like RoleCatcher, they're here to help us figure out these new rules and use tech to our advantage. It's about taking back control, showing who you really are in a way that makes sense to employers today, and at the end of the day, finding a job you actually care about.
Nicely put. It's like we're all playing this high-stakes career chess game, and RoleCatcher's that friend whispering all the right moves in your ear.
Oh!
So to everyone out there, ready for that next chapter in your career as you're checking out RoleCatcher or any other tools, ask yourself this. In a world where what shows up on Google can matter more than your resume, how can you use tech, not just to show off your skills and experience, but also to tell your own unique story, a story that grabs their attention and opens doors?
$1,000,000 question right there. And honestly, the answer is a lot like figuring out your career path. It takes self-reflection, a good plan, and yeah, a little help from the right resources along the way.
Couldn't said it better myself. That's all we got time for on this deep dive. Catch you all next time for another look at the trends shaping our world.